Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm here today with another reading vlog, and in today's video we are going to be trying to complete some more series. When I say complete, I just mean we're working towards completion. So a lot of the books in this video are going to be like second, third books in series rather than necessarily the last book. But regardless, the aim of today's video is to get closer to finishing some of the series that I'm in the middle of, because there are quite a few of them. You might see earlier this month I uploaded a video going through every series that I'm currently in the middle of, so if you are interested to see all of them that I'm currently trying to work through, that video is up on my channel. But yeah, today we're going to be reading 3 or 4, I haven't decided yet, depends how many I get to before I upload this, 3 or 4 books from series that I am in the middle of, and the first 2 I've already started because I'm listening to one on audio and reading one on my Kindle. So the first one is Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong. This is simultaneously the first and third book in a series. So first comes These Violent Delights duology, and that is just a self-contained duology. And then you've got Foul Lady Fortune and a novella and another book that I can't remember the names of, but they're all linked. Like on Goodreads, Foul Lady Fortune is number 3 of this series because it's all one big series. It's just broken down into like 2 duologies and a novella, if that makes sense. But it is still finishing a series. It's in like the same place, the same time. Like it's just carrying on basically from the story of the first duology. And I'm currently 23% in, to be exact. This is the one that I'm listening to on audio because I don't have a physical copy yet, and I got it for free from my library on audio. So yeah, I'm loving it. I am loving it. I just love this world so much. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's different from the other fantasies that I read. Basically, I can't obviously really talk about the plot of this book, but the series as a whole is set in 1920s/1930s Shanghai, and it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling, the original duology. And then this one, oh, what is it? It's another Shakespeare play retelling. I'll put it on the screen because I can't remember which one it is, and I'm not really far enough into the story yet to recognise what it's a retelling of. And I do love a bit of Shakespeare, can't lie. So yeah, I'm just loving it. I loved the first duology as well. I gave them like 4.5, 4 stars, somewhere around there. Really enjoyed them, so I was keen to jump into this one. Even though it's like a separate series, it's not really. I was keen to carry it on while my head was like still in the world, because I read the other 2 towards the end of 2024. So yeah, that is the first book that we're reading. And then the second one is Scarred by Emily McIntyre, or McIntyre. I never know how you say it. I've heard people say it both ways. I can't remember which one's right. In England I would say McIntyre, but sorry, that's not correct. So again, these are retellings, but very different to These Violent Delights series. I can't remember what that series is called. Anyway, Scarred. Again, what is this? I think this is the Lion King retelling. So basically these series, I believe they're all like Disney retellings, but where like the villain gets the girl and they're people, not lions. The first one in this series I ended up giving a 2.5. I didn't hate it, I just really didn't like the ending. I found the ending to just be a bit much, but I enjoyed the rest of the book. This one I'm loving. So I'm really hoping the same doesn't happen. Like I'm just hoping and praying that the ending of this isn't gonna let me down. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm enjoying both of them. I'm about 25% into Scarred as well, so I'm a similar length through both of them, and I'm loving them both. So that's a good start to this video. Fingers crossed that continues. I've not decided what other books we're going to read yet for this video. I'm just going to kind of see what mood I'm in when I've finished both of those ones. I'm just about to get ready for the day, and I'm listening to Foul Lady Fortune. I'm still not much further in. I am now 36% in. So yeah, I'm going to sit and listen to this while I get ready for the day. So I have now finished Foul Lady Fortune. I finished it while I was out on the walk that you just saw the clips from, and I gave it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Throughout most of the book it was sitting at like a 3.5. However, the ending, obviously I'm not going to say what it is, but the ending, the like hint we got at the end, bumped it up to a 4-star. And now I'm so excited to read the novella and then hopefully the second novel in this little section of the series. I just loved being back in this world with these characters. It's the characters from the first duology, but we're not following the main characters. We're following side characters from the first duology in this duology. So I very much enjoyed that. It was nice because the characters that we see, or especially the main character that we follow in this duology, is it a duology if it's 2 books and a novella? I don't know. Whatever. The main character we're following here had quite an intriguing plotline in the original duology, so it's definitely been interesting to start to delve into her story a little bit. So yeah, I very much enjoyed it, and it's got me more excited. The ending has got me more excited to read the rest of this little part of the series, which is what I plan to do. Not in this video, however. But yeah, I am very excited at some point in the next couple of months to pick those up and finish off this series. So yeah, 4-star read. Pretty happy with it. And then what you're going to see now is me starting City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. So I read the first 2 books in this series back in 2023. Didn't love them. I liked the first one, really didn't like the second one, but I've decided I want to get back into the Shadowhunters universe. I want to delve back in. I want to be able to read the more recent novels, so I just need to get through the Mortal Instruments. Please do excuse that I'm sat here in my coat. I've just got home from work. But I finished City of Glass last night and I gave it a 3.75. I actually did really enjoy it. I still can't be arsed with all this sibling nonsense, like I'm so bored of it. Just when you think it's ending, I can't talk about it because it'll just be a spoiler, but hopefully you know what I mean. Like when you find out the identities of people in this book, it's like, did we really need to do it twice? But I really am falling in love with this world. I really am. I think as a whole it was an enjoyable read. Definitely didn't enjoy all the sibling shit, but on the whole I did enjoy it. I'm excited to read the rest of the series and see kind of where it goes, get introduced to some new characters. I'm ready to meet some new characters now. I think I'm going to do the Cassandra Clare reading order. So I'm going to look at what book I need to read next, because obviously I've read the first 3 in the Mortal Instruments, but I think now I need to go somewhere else. So I'm going to look that up. I'm not going to read it in this video. I'm going to focus on some other series first. But yeah, I don't actually still know right now if I'm going to read another book for this video. We'll see. Either way, I will pop back in here and either round out this video and give a little summary, or I'll come back and read another book. We'll see what I have time for. Once again, where's the clip of me talking about a book? I don't actually know if I've got issues or if my camera's got issues, because I remember wrapping this book up. However, I think I might be getting confused because Scarred by Emily McIntyre, even though this video was going up in February, I didn't expect to finish it as quickly as I did, so I started that one at the end of January, but right at the end of January, so I thought, well, I'll finish it in February. But I didn't. I finished it in January and spoke about it in my January wrap up. However, I've realised there is no clip of me talking about Scarred at all after that first clip in this video. So we're going to talk about it a little bit before we end this video. So obviously I mentioned at the beginning I was like nearly around a quarter of the way through, and I was very much enjoying it at that point. I was worried, don't get me wrong, like there were little things that were happening, like how the male main character was treating other people, that I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. Because that was my concern from the first book in this series, that the male main character just didn't treat the female main character very well. Like, whether it be directly or indirectly, he just didn't. So I was worried that was going to be a theme in this series, that like we were going to have to overlook the men just treating the women like shit. However, Tristan, he's damn bad. He is so damn bad for this girl, it's actually a joke. So rest assured, obviously he does some shady stuff. Like, does he torture people? Yeah. You know, does he kill people? Maybe. But he doesn't hurt her. Guys, you have to accept that this is like a dark romance. Like, it's a reimagining, it's a dark romance. We have to accept that these things are gonna happen. Why do I look like a Teletubby with this little hair sticking up? We're just gonna have to ignore that because I don't know what to do to fix that. But yeah, so as I said, I was very concerned whilst reading like some of the things he was doing. I was really scared he was gonna like turn on the female main character at some point, because that's kind of what happened in the first one, without spoiling anything. It kind of, I don't know, just his actions towards the end of that first book just kind of caught me off guard. But rest assured, if you had the same concern, that does not happen in this book. He is obsessed with her. You can just tell he loves her through his actions. Or his actions a bit extreme, perhaps, but it's all in the name of love. So, despite my concerns, I did end up loving this. I gave it like a 4.25 star, and I just haven't stopped thinking about it since I read it, and I think that is always a sign of a good book for me, if I'm still thinking about it, because it's now been like over a week since I finished it, and I've read a few books since then. I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm on such a reading high. I've read so many books. I'm a very slow reader. I think it's because I've been listening to quite a few audiobooks. But anyway, they're all for different videos, so you will see that throughout the month of February. I am having to put this... No, right, I'm getting mixed up. Like, why can't I follow one train of thought? Let's keep talking about Hooked. So I finished it. I gave it 4.25 stars. I loved it. It's really made me want to carry on with the series. I've already ordered physical copies of them. They are on Kindle Unlimited, but I don't have Kindle Unlimited right now. I've banned myself from it so I can read my physical TBR. So obviously the only natural thing to do was to buy the books in physical form, so I have an excuse to read them. Is that defeating the entire point of getting rid of KU? Yes. However, the box set on the works for the first 5 books in this series, not including Hex, is £15. So that's £3 a book. And then I had a 15% discount code, and Hex was only £5. So all of them together were £20 minus 15%. I'm not going to sit here and do the maths. I didn't sign up to be a mathematician, but that's not very much money. That's cheap. That's like £3 or less per book. So I just ordered them because I really like this one, and I'm hoping that I will really like the rest of the series, or at least really like a couple of books from the rest of the series. It's definitely a series I need to prioritise first, because the good thing about this series is that it's completely like, it's not even interconnected really. Like, you can absolutely read them spaced apart. You can pick the ones that sound interesting to you and not read the others. Like, there's no kind of central plot that runs through all of them. They're different reimaginings of different Disney tales. So yeah, very excited to read them. Probably not right at the top of the TBR, just because there are series that have like continual plot lines that I'm in the middle of, way too many of them. But yeah, at some point I definitely do plan to carry on with them. And the physical copies are also quite gorgeous. You will see them in an upcoming book haul. I don't have them yet to show you. I only ordered them today. But yeah, I'm going to do a book haul because I've ordered quite a few books over the last couple of days. I was going to go into a whole story as to why. It's really not relevant. I've just been feeling a bit down. I just bought books. What else is there to do? So yeah, that's that. Hooked. What else was I going to start rambling on about? Oh yeah, I was going to say, this video is having to go up earlier than planned, so I was going to put this up right at the end of the month, so I was going to try and read another book or two for this video. However, the video that was supposed to go up today as you're watching this is not ready. I've not finished reading the books, and I just didn't want to rush it when I've already read 3 books for this video anyway. I do apologise that it's not the longest reading vlog. I really just want to change how I'm doing all my videos this year. I haven't got round to it yet because I'd already planned quite a lot of my videos, but I did a little poll over on Instagram, and people were saying that when they watch reading vlogs, they actually like there to be a little bit of like lifestyle content in there, rather than it being like, I'm reading a book, I'm 50% through the book, I've finished the book. Just little sprinkles, like more B-roll basically of life, especially because I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. So often I forget to give updates because I'm just listening to the book. So I am really going to try. I don't want to put too much lifestyle in because I'm aware this is a book channel and people are here for books. Like, I'm not going to start talking about my life story. I mean, just more like B-roll kind of vibes. Or like if I nip to the bookshop during the week, just pop that in a vlog. Do you know what I mean? So it's like still going to be a reading vlog with a theme, like reading KU, reading fantasy, reading series, but just a little bit of a sprinkling of other stuff in there. Especially because I only read like 3 books per video. It's not like I'm reading 10 books to like fill out a video, because I'm aware that this is a very short reading vlog. So yeah, I do apologise for that, but I am going to try this year and just switch up the way I do videos a little bit. I'm trying to do one sit down video and one vlog per week, but we'll see how it evolves over time. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, that is it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, so I know what kind of vlogs people want to watch, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.